Hello guys, so how na day now? So welcome to our whether na evening news I'll call this one have been our morning news. I don't even know, but welcome to our daily show. Sha. So me I no vex say I no drop the show in the morning. So now because I dey write my exam, you get for I dey Ikoyi like this now. So one of our students just say make I squat with am for in house. I just dey in room because hotel price for here na die. For the year 15K per night, for the year 12K, and I get 10 papers. So I go there for like 10 different days. So I just come back from my exam now. I want to do this show so that I'll go start with the read because I get paper tomorrow also. So I'm not to waste time. So the first news of today, now the fact say Yuri Tillemans, they come outside, they talk say he won't leave Leicester City. Get so Baba can they give like the Leicester audience, just give them announcement saying won't come out, saying no one stay there again, don't try or invest. You don't try everything for him. So, and what to make this news this significant to us Arsenal fans, like the fact say, you know, say we be there interested in signing Yuri Tillemans. Don't they disturb for a very, very long time. So we like the player, we won't sign him, but we don't really know whether the Mateta will reignite that their push, whether they push for the guy, say they won't sign him. So I don't know that Arsenal will really go back for him, say they won't sign him. So these are the things we as fans would hope for. Even though some people they of the opinion say Yuri Tillemans no be that kind of quality we define. Say more define all those kind of Declan Rice and Moses Casado. At the same time, another group of people get the opinion say signing Declan Rice for a 95 million, 100 million, say no make sense. You get say why not go for Yuri Tillemans? It will give us almost the same vibe. The guy still the energetic, is good. You get so I don't know what to think about all these things and which side of the divide are you in? Are you of those saying we should go and sign Yuri Tillemans? Are you of those saying we should just sign Declan Rice or Moses Casado? Where the money dey? How many players we won't sign? You get because we say we got 250 million, we get different. Some people even say I want to 80 million, we get. So what are we doing concerning this Yuri Tillemans? For me, Yuri Tillemans is a good squad player. If we can get him, and the most attractive thing about him is the fact that he's a free agent. You get don't be like say you dey pay one kind big money to anybody. That person be say if he sign up, you go just keep him. So I don't understand how everything will end. Yeah, I'm just the watch. Me, I dey optimistic. I just believe say I don't have no sign the kind name so we define. I'm just the honest. I don't have no sign the kind name so they our mind we define. But I know say himself know what's in good. Yeah, so he go sign people in believe say go help and doing work because most times no be about 100 million, 200 million. How much Chelsea they buy Enzo Fernandez? How much Chelsea they buy? Who's them buy again? Mudryk. Well, how are their performances? So these are the things we'll be looking at. So we'll just watch how everything will end at the end of the day. So now Tim Sherwood will be one of all these what do they call them pundits out there. Come as I can the advice Mikel Arteta and the hierarchy about Moses Casado. Say if they go fit take your advice, say no go even advise make Arsenal sign that player. Say it no go make sense because you got the tell Arsenal say if you want sign and make you cool down, make una sit down, make una think about what thing happened to Bissouma. You get once upon a time, Bissouma was a senior man defensive midfielder at this same Brighton. The guy was playing very, very well, week in, week out. In fact, be like saying now Bissouma now the bench Casado because that time nobody know Casado now. He was nowhere. You get so this Bissouma was playing very, very well. Was linked to Arsenal. Was very, very close friends with Pepe. So even at a point, we probably feel say maybe Arsenal go even sign him. But last Arsenal not gonna sign the player. What happened next? Transfer window come. Bissouma go Tottenham Hotspur. Where is Bissouma today? Nobody can conclusively say, okay, Bissouma, see how many games he play for Tottenham or see what he achieve. That's the question we're asking. So that is why people like Tim Sherwood when they tell them Arteta, the Arsenal hierarchy, say, make una no make the same mistake we una neighbor make. You get this guy now, his name don't they fly everywhere. Everybody they shout his name, they sing in praises. There is no guarantee say this guy will come Arsenal, come flourish. Yes, he can come Arsenal. At the end of the day, he go flop. Who are you going to blame? But the thing is, once a team share we don't understand me, say Bissouma flop. You know me say Casado go flop. You get. Moreover, life is all about risk. You get so the guy can still play for us and still play well. He can still play for us and still flop. So, but we can't find out until we take the risk. So let us take the risk and we'll see how everything will go. Now be our own prayer again because when you look at our midfield, you see say we lack somebody of that kind of physicality. And you know that this Moses Casado is a versatile player. He can play right back. When we played against Brighton, Moses Casado played right back. Now he nullify Martinelli will be the threat. So they face him for that. To say Martinelli there for the left, him there for the right. They face Martinelli 1v1. Now why not they find Martinelli? They come on Martinelli for him. You get so the guy they very very rugged. You get so those are the kind of players we'll be looking at moving forward. Players that have enough versatility, which is what we are looking for. So we'll just watch what's in Atletico carry for mind. Get so now away from that. So UEFA come aside, kind of talks that they plan to clamp down on EPL transfer market dominance. So their opinion be say the EPL teams they spend more money than other teams outside the EPL because everybody they make more money than them because of broadcasting rights. But away from that, UEFA they don't say they won't make them a level playing field because they use Chelsea as an example. Look at Chelsea. Look at how much they paid for Enzo Fernandez. Look at the kind of money they threw. Look at how they pushed Arsenal away and signed Mudryk. These are the kind of things we are talking about. They get enough money at plenty. Yeah? So they try to bring down all these threats, even though they cannot bring it to the barest minimum. At least let them bring out small because many clubs have done the complaint. When you look at the EPL, we see people like Man City, people like Manchester United, people like Chelsea, people like Newcastle. They have like an unending spending power. We'll be see people like Chelsea, people like Arsenal. No fee really competes against them. If okay, look at now, we are talking about a bidding war yet for Declan Rice. Our luck now say Chelsea the region FFP, which is the financial fair play rules. You say that rule no day. Chelsea for enter the race to sign Declan Rice, and if they enter, there's nothing we go do about it because you see that Todd Boyle, you see that Egbali, two of them, they know they play. They go use money bust everywhere, and these are the kind of money we don't have. When we start to spend our own spending, not just recent now. So those people now they get money where they bust everywhere. That is why Mr. Bade happy for this clamping down what UEFA want to do because you go get some kind of consequences. You get they want not just the transfer fee. They want to put a cap on the kind of wages you can give players. Not just look at what Chelsea did with Mudryk. 8-year plan, 8 years. They can structure that big money they pay. They can structure and back. You get there's an escape, sign the player, Arsenal on the left. You get so those are the things UEFA is planning, and I'm very, very happy that it is happening. So away from that, also, so on to the next story about Tony Adams. So Tony Adams come as I can talk about Arteta. Can talk say Arteta is confused on the position of Ben White. Like, where do you want to really play this guy? Before the season end, you were trying him at centre back. Centre back when they play for a very, very long time. All of a sudden, he can't go to play right back. What if you don't have anything you are fighting for? Okay, why are you bringing him back to centre back when you have a Rob Holding, who is an original centre back there that you can put there and still allow Ben White to play his right back and not go and be putting Thomas Partey right? Like, all this needless experimentation, like you don't need it. Because they just say Arteta don't know what thing they do. Maybe don't forget your Ben White play. Oh, that one I own complain, but Arteta go dey feel say nah, it just the experiment 1 or 2. But the Coco will say you don't get anything with the fights for. So what's the experiment? Wait till you enter pre-season now. I be the experiment say next season I won't go play Partey right back. I be which levels. So when I see that thing, I just laugh to the story. So for those who know they are aware, now say Manchester United and Mason Mount don't agree terms and conditions. I just see the reports this afternoon when I came back from exam as I did do research. It shocked me. So that means Arsenal no go really they go for Mason Mount again. Though it say they sign personal terms. You know me say another club say no sign personal terms to the player, but we know say once Manchester United signs personal terms with the player, it is almost difficult for another club to come and hijack that player from them because that means say the player don't badun their own project. Yeah, so they don't sell the project to them and they don't babe. So we don't know how it go be, but for me personally, I just feel Arsenal is no longer going for Mason Mount because the reason we make Manchester United go for that Mason Mount is because man, you don't leave Declan Rice for us. They feel say Declan Rice go end up for Arsenal. So for that reason, let them go for a Mason Mount. So now so it just be so. We'll just see how things go on. Now there's a battle for Asensio between Arsenal and Aston Villa. I don't believe say Unai Emery, the guy they push seriously, they push to sign Marco Asensio from Real Madrid, and the reason is because Asensio is a free agent. They are not really paying any amounts to anybody, so it is all about the project, selling the project. Now, one of the things they will sell into Asensio is playing time, and playing time is something Arsenal will not be able to sell to Asensio because we cannot offer this player the much needed playing time he will need because normal our first and second choice left and right wingers now Saka Martinelli. So how is it going to be? Because as Saka Dena, I no go lie for you. For me, I feel there are no sacred cows at Arsenal, but for Arteta, Saka na sacred cow. I don't know whether I want them put for in contract. Imagine a player playing the whole 38 games in the season. Who does that? Even when you know they okay, you go play. So there's something hidden in that his contract. Maybe they talk say anytime when they fit, whether they inform or you know they inform, they go to play him. I don't know. Me just dey speculate though, because I'm reading between the lines. I just see something is wrong, because why are you playing him consistently like that? Even when he's not in form, he cannot try another person. So that is why I don't know whether this Aston Villa will win the war against Arsenal for this Asensio. But we'll just watch how everything will end, because they don't already send them offer. They don't show them in their project. United Emirates is planning to go to Europe and do a lot of things. We now, Shola, we finish runners up now, 5 points behind Manchester City. We go Champions League. Them do the champion. Like, we have a lot to convince Asensio to come and join us, because Arteta likes the boy. But the problem now is that playing time. He's running away from Real Madrid because of playing time. So Arsenal to come and fight for the same playing time, it will be a no-brainer. So we'll just watch how all these variables, how all these things go end up at the end of the day. So we'll just watch out. Now, Atletico Madrid, they offer Joao Felix to Newcastle, because some of you may not be aware that Chelsea under Mauricio Pochettino came out to say they don't want Felix, that they don't want it because they get too much wingers. Yeah. So they don't really want the guy. So now they offer him, because now in with what's it they call Simone for Atletico Madrid, they're not in good terms. So he's not likely going back to Atletico. Even if he go, they're not be saying go play for them for next season. They go tell and say, oh, see this summer transfer window, go find where you go, because you don't get future for you. So I don't know whether Arsenal the reason go that direction. The guy's a decent player. I just feel he was underutilized at what they call Chelsea. If the guy come Arsenal, I feel he's going to flourish. He's going to play very, very well. So those are things me I expect. Well, let's just keep watching and seeing how everything will go. Because personally, I love that Joao Felix, a player I say I like Badu and gone. So we'll just watch how that one will go end. And at a similar situation where Cancelo situation just be like this Joao Felix. Bayern Munich say they want to buy him because the former CEO, then Salihamidzic, them, all those people can them, and then they reason with the guy. So now the new coach Tuchel say no need them. After all, no being bring them, you get won't buy your own players. Now the place when they go back to Man City, they don't even want them. His price initially was even 70 million pounds. Now Guardiola don't even bring the price come down. Say anybody who won't pay him, if he hold like 35 million pounds, so make you come carry him, you get, because they don't want him, and they don't prove to them say he's not needed, because him be the feel before saying the senior man, you cannot do without me. Pep can let them say without you I will flourish. I won't win treble. You get, I don't collect EPL. You get, I go collect the other cup for Man U and I go collect Champions League. So they don't let them say we don't need you. So that's the thing. So Arsenal, are we still looking at that direction? Now, when I just believe say Arsenal, they respect some kind of clubs, they wait to make the official dates knack before they will start to do run things. Once you don't enter that kind of June 13, June 14, the window is officially open. You call the year things, with the year some kind of deals, things will stop. So those are the things we are looking at. Now, away from that, so Football Insider, they did a report on Declan Rice, not just Football Insider, even Goal.com. They did a report about Declan Rice. So the contract say, despite all the things Bayern Munich don't do, and say Tuchel don't call what's it called Declan Rice. We can't even the yesterday people Tuchel call him a Salihamidzic. Not even call him one of the CEOs of Bayern. And the sad part we say, what they call it just like a boost for Arsenal. They got to say Bayern don't sack the person we call him. So nobody say that Tuchel gone direct. Now one of the administrators. So Bayern don't sack that one. They sack Oliver Kahn. You see the funny thing, they sack Kahn. People like the CEO, all those sporting director, they come to say make him no go celebrate that title with them win for social media. It's like a clause in the sack. So may no go celebrate them because it's not worth any celebration. After all, they're not supposed to win them. Borussia Dortmund supposed to win. They just did very, very lucky. So more just the word they say. Rice, see the reason say he won't stay with his family for London. That is the luck where Arsenal gets. And another team is say Chelsea no go Champions League. That's why Chelsea no fit go talk to him because the guy won't play for Champions League. So in like Bayern project, though, after all, Bayern just won their 11th title, and the players they win them in a row because from what they you know won't go join them. That's the thing, and the reason I cannot go join them because it will be like relocating to a different country, starting to learn a new language because you will be saying only for England they speak English, but they go that way now. You go to learn German now. So I want to learn. Card with Arsenal still. That's why. Arsenal no panic. They don't say this one, but we go get this one. So Arsenal no the panic at all. Bayern just hurry. So according to the Football Insider and Goal.com, they let us know say say this one, Arsenal are still the favorites to sign him. Or even now, say, go come explain, say, Bayern said the reason, say, how they want to structure their deal to meet the £120 million valuation of West Ham. They look, say, okay, maybe they go fit take money, bust everywhere, take money, pursue us, come off for road. But I never know how they want to do. I'm not just the watcher. Anyhow way they go, Shola, I go the let's know. So my dear Arsenal lovers, this is the morning, evening, and all the news. Before I will see me again until tomorrow, I go read for my tomorrow paper. So my dear Arsenal lovers, ciao.